Alright. Hello, guys. Welcome to my Fallout 4 mod development series. Um, Getting to the point, um, what we're going to be doing is developing a custom world space. And inside of this world space, we're going to be we're going to be making some settlements. Because Fallout 4 introduced Bethesda's new settlement system, and it's amazing, and I love it because you can build and it's cool. But more importantly, um, well, I enjoy developing, so this is what we're going to be doing. And um, yeah, let's get started. So, of course, you'll want to fire up your Fallout 4 Creation Kit engine. And I've moved stuff around. This stuff was over here on my second monitor, but I'll make it easier for you guys to see. Those of you who've used the creation kit before, you'll know what I'm about to do, but for the rest of you, this guide, tutorial, it's not exactly a tutorial, whatever you want to call it, is going to assume that you have some general knowledge of how to use the creation kit and what I'm doing. So, let's get started. Say, yeah, we'll load that. Come on. You're killing me, Smalls. Why are you taking so long? There we go. Alright. Warnings windows over here. I'll clear those. Alright. Say save. And we'll just call it, this is going to be a giveaway, but whatever. We're going to call it Brittleshin Beach. We'll say main. And by the name, you can probably guess that I'll be developing a world space on the coastal end of the Commonwealth. I want to put it up north, up above everything. Yes. So let's go ahead and start with this. Do world spaces. New. Call it. I like to put the zeros because it'll put it at the top of the list. Then again, it would be at the top of the world load order anyway. So Brittleshin Beach. Call it Brittleshin Beach. This name, this editor ID, is just what the engine looks at it as. This right here is what the game looks at it, or get what the game looks at and shows to you on like doors and stuff. Say Brittleshin Beach. We'll make it a child of the Commonwealth. Use climate data, so that way we'll have weather and stuff. We'll be developing our own landmass, and we'll generate our own LOD too. I'm not gonna worry about map. And then over here you could set various factors, like you can't fast travel from here, or no waiting, no grass or anything, no landscape. And I'll just leave small world ticked. It's easier that way. If when unticking that would mean that you're building something the size of the Commonwealth. Okay. And then I keep thinking it's over here, but it's down here. Say Brittleshin Beach, and you'll only start out with one wilderness cell, but this once you load it, you just see it'll generate more. Alright, there's the terrain, and the water's above us. So what we're gonna do, assuming that I don't flop around, there we go. Alright, water looks really weird. Alright, we're gonna hit H, open up our landscape edit tools, and let's go, let's set this to 10, and then we'll just make a giant mountain. Just make Earth rise up out of the ocean. Okay. And we'll say flatten vertices. And now we're going to start painting our flat level terrain. And as you can see, the more I move the camera around, the more it's going to generate more wilderness cells. So before I get too far, cell that I'm in right now, I'm going to rename this to main. Okay. Just so I know where crop is. Okay. And to start out, I think we'll look at it like this. This will be the beach here, and then this way we'll extend off to a world border some distance off. So, don't know how we can make it as tall as we want it. Not entirely sure how tall we want it. Stop that. Okay. Push that back. Just for starting world space, I think this is good for now. We can level edit in some trees and stuff, some basic trees. Some of you already know that I love my robot companions and followers, so I'll need to navmesh in some spots, some stuff, make sure it all works. Let's see, let's actually build a beach. Say right about here we can flatten out some beach land. Go. Okay. Soften vertices. Come on. We'll just try and make this still a bit steep. I mean, we can add rocks and stuff. This isn't meant to be some glorious thing. We will, however, need to work on the underwater part. So, speaking of which, let's turn off the water. Hang on, come on, buttons. At least I thought there was a button to turn off there. Maybe there wasn't. Heights. I'm sure there is a way, I'm just not thinking of it right now. Maybe one of you could tell me down in the comments. Okay, smooth that out. Looks good. Push this up a little right here. Still a bit steep, but whatever. Then we could say smoothen that out a tad. And then we'll just throw rocks in there because we can. Right. Push this out like so. There we go. Okay. Looks kind of weird. Soften. Oh, that kind of ruined it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, that's better. It's not great. Okay, leave that there. And we've got a lot of beach room, so we can close our landscaping tools, and then under world objects we'll say Actually, no. No, what am I doing? Thinking too ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and add some sand. Roots. Ocean floor. Which makes me think that we need to rise this up. Keep closing this. Great. Crap. Come on. Soften back out. Alright, now. Yes, there is. Okay. Dang it, if I don't figure out how to turn off this water. I will look that up right now. Ah, perfect. Thank you, dude on the internet. Alright, so now that we can't see the water, we need to be kind of careful, but... So what we'll do here... Hang on. There we go. Just blow this up, kind of like... Yeah. So that way when you walk off into the ocean, you don't immediately drop off into the pit of death and despair. What is it they say? The pit of misery. Dilly dilly. Okay. Oh, it's, okay, so it's tile-based. Okay, there we go. We'll show this end. There we go. Alright, now we can just totally soften this out. We can just drop that off the edge of the face of the earth if we want to. Because we won't be nav-meshing that far. I think we'll go this far, maybe. And then soften these out. Make it a respectable terrain. Said no terrain maker ever. Turn that off. Move back over here. Turn this off. Okay, smooth this out. That work. Fantastic. Good, good. Alright, let's re-enable water. Alright, so right here is our tide threshold. That works. Turn that down a little. Okay. And now we'll find stuff. Grass, fall leaves, floor. Marsh grass. Foothills, roll, ocean floor. And we'll go ahead and take the ocean floor. Turn off the ocean again. Go. No. Ocean floor. I am not. There we go. Coastline is up there. Probably goes back down over here. Okay, it goes up there. Touches. What are you doing? Okay. Stop it. So it actually goes that far up. Come back down here. Okay, we'll just blob that all over. What is this song? What is this? Oh, going retro. There we go. Much better. Okay. Now we'll go back to this. Alright, we'll soften this out. That looks weird. Okay. Turn the water back on. Alright, now we'll go and find sand or something. Coast. There we go. Okay. That's really quiet. In case some of you are wondering, that is Liv Tyler's The Houses of Healing. We'll set this to wet and make it like 3. There we go. Just line the coast there. Yep. Push that out a little. Yep. And something I don't like about the creation engine is the way the textures are planted. It just looks really strange. Alright. We can move to... Oh, we do want grass. Okay. And we'll make this 5. Just go up and around. Wow. Okay. We'll swap that over. We can push up that far, and we'll probably let it go there. Alright, now we'll add some to the actual coast. We'll drop the size down, maybe. Set to like 2. Oh, don't be a pain in the neck. Okay, fine. Little patches kind of make it a little overgrown kind of beach. And we can throw trees on top of it or something. There we go. Alright, now we'll say not debris. Actually, let's add a path. Let's see, where's a good spot at? I guess anywhere is a good spot at. We'll make this go off to the door straight up. Well, we'll add something. Actually, no, the door will be over there. No, not necessarily. depends on how we want depends on how we want our player to enter the world space. I'm not entirely sure if I just want them to walk into it, which would make a lot of sense. I think I'll make a road further back that way and push it just parallel to the beach, and then the player can walk in on the road. So this right here is just, we'll just make this like a nature trail or something, or at least put a door down there for debug testing. Okay. Dried grass. We can blow this one up a little. Go 10. Actually, it works. So creating a world space is actually pretty easy. It's just click, 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 and then you could design whatever the heck you want to. Okay. Throw that there. Love that. Oh, that is so good. We'll add some more right in here, and then we'll start popping down trees. There we go. We can close that, go to world objects, and we'll say tree. Crap. There we go. Fungal tree cluster. Okay, so that's what you put on the trees. Oh, pre-war. Street signs, tree blasted. Oh, that's a glowing sea asset. Yeah, these are all, the blasted ones are glowing sea stuff. That works. Throw a couple of those in there. Alright, so now that we've thrown in the first tree, you can see just what the scale of the world is relative to, say, the player. Because you'll only be, what, about that tall? I mean, then you go out and you'll see the scale that we were constructing a world. That road is a bit thick. But now it's part of the fun of the game. Throw another one in there. That looks weird. Let's see. can't make this work. I'll go under the terrain. Let's see. Raise this up a little. Push it up and around. No, it's too high. That works. Let's see about this side. This might need a pop. There we go. That works. Okay. Let's see. Elm, pre-war. Elm, static. It's a tall tree. Institute. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Forest clusters. Background that way. See, and we'll nav mesh these later, and I'll show you how you can use these for cover and stuff. Let's see. Hero. Must be a really big one. It is a really big one. Scrub. Okay, so this one actually requires some movement. So you can hit E and just grab the yellow bit and just drag it around. Push it up against the tree. Kind of weird, but it works. Let's see. Can we move this? That works. It's a lot better. I mean, apart from the protruding one, but let's see. Maple blasted, scrub vines. These are just vines trees. Drop that in. Actually, let's do cluster. Aha! Much more useful. Oh, you're big. Tall. You are tall. Oh, perfect. Now we just regular tree clusters. W will turn on the rotation gadget. Throw a dead one in there. Because we can. Um, this is the part that I really enjoy, is just actually placing the foliage, making the world that the player will see. Alright. Alright, now what I will do is I won't bunch them like I am over there on top of this. That'll look weird. I'll probably do something else for that. Matter of fact, I might even retexture that, because that's a bit much. Okay. Throw that there. That works. Okay. Yep. Yep. Dang it, Bobber. I'll actually turn that one around. No. It's too close. We do that one. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now let's see. Put some trees up here. See, we can probably retexture this. G. No, shut up. G. I. What's the command for that? I. Shut up. No one's talking to that. It's one of these weird keys. Let's see. Where's my hotkeys at? Okay, it is I. There we go. In this quad. Coast grass. Delete that. And it didn't go away, because that's annoying. Oh, it just didn't get rid of the grass. Okay, now you're being annoying. That's why I hate working with textures. Come on. Do that. That looks still kind of weird. We'll probably change this right here later. I hate how this one doesn't show the, doesn't preview the thing correctly, the texture. I'm just gonna throw an enemy or two in here, so it'll only make sense to have it a minor alert, so we'll do. If it will work. That works. Okay. Over here, say rock. That's not a... okay, it's not a thing. No, no, no. No, no, no. Come on, give me a rock. That's a boulder. That's a boulder. Oh. Here we go. That might be a bit big. Oh, no, works. Let's see. Yeah, that works. Put this in there. To rotate it some. Okay, push that back down in there. Go. Cannot. There we go. Push this down. Hello? No. Okay, that one's a bit big. Excellent. Okay. Okay. That I think is good. Go back here and say cluster, add a couple trees on top of this. I wish they had done this for Skyrim with these tree clusters. Because in Skyrim you actually have to build your creature clusters. Okay. Alright. No, that cell didn't reload right. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about that at the moment. Alright, now go down here and we'll say all lurk. I can't go over there. Don't want an ambush legendary, we just want an ambush. He'll pop up out of the ground. Repulsive. Why not? Let's make it a legendary. Boom. Then we'll give him a friend. Just because we can. Okay. Now, what we'll do is for debug purposes, say load data door. Let's see which it's a good looking door. That's not a good looking door. That's good. Bop. Okay, we'll plop that down. Good lord, that's a really big road. Okay. Save. And then we'll load the Commonwealth. And I think my current character's in Sanctuary, so let's say. What? Oh. Commonwealth, please. Sanctuary, exterior 2. Loading cell. Don't you crash on me. I hate you forever. Come on now. I intend on keeping this episode under an hour. We'll add this door in, and then we'll do some really, really stupid basic nav meshing. Okay. We'll just add the door right here. Because we can. Floor it. Rotate it around so it looks like a door. Push it over here. Okay, open it. We'll say teleport. Now we need to go back to Brittleshin Beach, Maine. Oh. Okay, loaded differently. Okay, and we'll say select reference and render window. Double click that. Say OK. Turn on markers. Move this over here. Open that, and then we'll say view link door. Okay. Turn this guy around. Point him over here. Good. Good. Alright, now we'll do some nav meshing real quick. Alright, so the key to this is that since we're working in a world space and not in an interior space, actually, hang on, turn on this button. That's your nav meshing thing. But when you're working in a custom world space instead of an interior space, running one of these is actually not the greatest idea, because then you have to go back and micro edit like everything, and so it's a little easier to just plop points down and make it work. And the way this works is you can right click to plop a point down, hold control, do it again, plop another one, and a third time, and you get this triangle. And this red triangle is what the NPCs will look at, and turn that down. The NPCs will look at these. Well, actually, I can't say look. They don't actually see. This just tells the game where the NPCs can go. So we'll select that. Say A. A will fill it when you select different points. There we go. And then you'll just keep building more triangles. Till we get a decent nav mesh. And then what we're gonna do to make this a little simpler is just dig straight into the woods. So my robot, when I bring them in here in game, won't follow the road, but will instead go from the door straight through the woods, because they can. How we're going to do this, that's one triangle. Alright, so now you see we've gotten into small increments, and that's because we're starting to work with trees. And what I'm going to try and do here is show you how Navmeshing will automatically start drawing cover for NPCs, so they know where to take cover at. And we must have hit a cell border. Okay, we did. Alright, so what happens here when you hit a cell border? Hang on, let me turn off grass real quick. Okay, see how that's overlapping? You don't want overlapping. This bright red, it'll... When you do your finalizing, I think it'll check for that. Yeah, it'll check for that. And you'll have to delete the overlapping, but that's... Just don't do that. Alright, so when you hit a cell border, the easiest thing to do is you'll have to create a bridge, and the game will do that for you when you finalize. And just push these points up as close to the border as you can. And then plop some more points down over here. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. Push that up against that as close as you can. And then you can hit this button up here. That's your finalize button. And this green bar will pop up. That's the bridge. That's where the NPCs know that they can cross the border, or the cell border. Alright, thought that was finalized. Okay, no, it wasn't close enough. So what we're going to do here is we're going to select this, blop, blop, create a triangle, create another one, plop that down. That's the inside of a tree. Plop this around. And oh, and I'm switching those. Okay, by the way, when you're dealing with trees, you need to watch out for that because that happens a lot. But how I'm switching between points, like if I select these 2 points and I hit tab, you can switch between them and just keep chugging along. Okay, can you not do that? Okay. And now you're being weird. Here, do that, select that, A. The goal here is to get the pathing down to the Mirelurk while showing you how it draws cover. Alright, hit this. Is it drawing it? No. There we go. Alright, so under Navmesh, you want to say draw cover. Alright, and there we go. So this white box, NPC will take cover behind or where this white box is to stop itself from being, as a defensive measure from anything coming from this direction. Because, well, that's behind the tree. And so if you can get close to trees with your Navmeshing, it'll draw that for you. So you don't have to be like, hey, you can take cover there. Stop it. Which is nice. Did you just reject me? No, it's because you're not selecting the right point. Bop. Okay, select these. Go that way with it. Okay, finalize. Just every time you Navmesh, it's easier just to say finalize right then and there. That way your game knows what's going on. Okay. And I added a point into that line just by clicking into the line. And you'll note there's a point right there in the tree. Delete. Come on. We're gonna get down here to the Mire Alert. We're gonna test this before the episode ends. Okay, where's the Mire Alert? Where did I put the Mire Alert? Okay, he's down here. We need to go around this mound. Actually, no. Let's just go over the mound. Now, one of the key points to Navmeshing is it's better if it's just under the ground rather than just above it. When you're doing things like this, it's easier if it's just below. Do these obey the law? Crap. Do these obey the laws of flooring? It does. Okay. So we're just gonna keep chugging here and see if we can Navmesh over the top of this thing. You see how that clipping right there? That's alright because it's just below the terrain. They have a higher, the NPCs have a higher chance of walking on it if it's just below the terrain. Okay, I'll just pave the way down here. Okay, we'll have another cell border. Push that up against the side. Looks like the line. Okay. Bop, bop, bop. Stop that. Stop that. Okay. We'll finalize that real quick, make sure that border worked. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I gotta be so weird for. Okay, finalize that. Okay, there we go. Bop, pop, bop, bop. Okay, so this is gonna go over an hour a little bit, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. Besides, we do have to navmesh the... Crap. It's not what I wanted. Okay, select those, pop point down there, pop point there, A, bop, there we go. Okay, so crabs can walk around now, swag. Oh, not that. We'll just cover the entire nest area because it only makes sense. Alright, so there we go, we'll make that work, and then you'll note that since we've been finalizing the cells... Hang on, I'm gonna fix this right here. Why did you do that? There we go. Okay. Alright, finalize. You'll note that when we finalize the cell for the first time, I don't think I showed it on camera, but this tile turned that marker color because that's where that'll tell the game where NPCs can enter and exit the world space. All right, we'll hit save. All right. Now what we'll do is I need to make a change for OBS. Save. Oh. No. Keep that there. Alright. Make sure that's saved. This should work. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I don't think I am, so we'll go ahead and close it. Alright, now real quick, I'm going to add game capture. Say Fallout 4. Okay, capture any full screen application. Yeah. So we're in Fallout. Yeah. Okay, play. Now, one of the things that Bethesda didn't care for was mods for Fallout 4. So achievements will be just... Why is it over there? Well, I mean, if it's recording. If you can see it, whatever worked. It's on my second monitor, like it shouldn't be. Okay. That looks really weird because it's on my other monitor. Say mods. Yeah. Come on. Since we've done this and we're not using a mod organizer or anything, we'll need to go into there, and it's already enabled, so fantastic. Close. We'll say continue. Actually, we'll say load, and you can see that I've been testing that. So we'll go exit save, load that. Yes, we do. Ninja. Come on, game. Alright, here we are in our power armor, and here's my robot follower. Because, yes. Alright, here's our door right over here. Wow, I got that really close, actually. See, let's say Brittleshin Beach, we'll say open. Now, since we finalized our Navmesh and created it, our robot follower should follow us in. There they are, fantastic. Alright, and here's our world space. See, there's all the tree clusters that we plopped down. That she's going to be confused as all get out. Because, I mean, you'll note that I'll go over here. She'll just stand there because... Okay. That's interesting. I didn't think I'd... Did I nav mesh this? She'll probably teleport. Yep. She can follow me through here, though. Or at least she should be able to. See? Yep, there she goes. Okay, we went up and over. Come on down here. Don't know exactly where I made the... Okay, she'll probably teleport. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, she's gonna teleport. And you'll see our happy little campers. And they're moving around because their nest is nav meshed. Fantastic. And those are only level 1 dudes, so that's why I took them out so quickly. But we can loot them and everything. Come on down here, robot. I know this is Navmeshed. Thank you. Troubleshooter's walking cane. Okay. Alright, but this is how this is going, and I'm gonna park myself right here for this because we'll come back to this save. And well, I don't want to make any drastic changes where I'm standing, so I'll just make it somewhere where I'm not likely to do anything. Alright, but that's that, and yeah. Hope you learned something. I'll get back to a next episode sometime. Take care, guys.